So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to this live broadcast coming to you from Kenilworth Centre, BRYTE Takaaful, I3 Takaaful, Fairburn Consult, and we also have Primroses here as well, Primroses Rugby Football Club. We are here also with a purpose, and that is to give away some fantastic prizes as well. I want to also ask you, for if you are in the centre right now, to join us. We will be giving away some fantastic rugby jerseys and some other memorabilia a little bit later on, so please do make your way out to where we are broadcasting. We are in the center of everything, I think, of course, right across from the food court. So people in the food court, once you have your breakfast, come and join us. We'll be giving away some fantastic prizes in a short while. Also, I want to start off officially open this broadcast by bringing across Sheikh Ziad Isaacs, who's in Islamic finance. If Sheikh Ziad could possibly join me just for a minute, inshallah, to chat quickly about a few things, but chief amongst those, also just to open this broadcast with some spirituality. Sheikh, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Muhammad Tasih, how are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, and yourself, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah, barakallah.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, obviously today's packed with a lot of activity, but we want to start it off on the right foot, so a short spiritual introduction, short dua for the Father, inshallah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, al-Fatiha. العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا بيننا فتنة ونفرة وفرارا وتقبل منا وكن معنا ولا تكن علينا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Walhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Of course, the voice of Sheikh Ziad Isaacs from Islamic Finance. We are here at live from KC Kenilworth Centre with the I3 Takaaful, BRYTE Takaaful Insurance broadcast. We're not too far from Fairburn Consult, so walk-in offices, they are located on the premises. Sheikh Ziad, obviously today is a very interesting day. We're marrying two very interesting concepts. One of them being Islamic finance and Islamic products, Islamic insurance as well. And the other thing is rugby. So tell us a little bit about, I know that Sheikh has a little bit of a history and a relationship with the sport. We're also currently in the midst of a grueling Rugby World Cup. South Africa tomorrow, inshallah, will be embarking on a, is it tonight? Oh, my word, I forgot. Tonight at 9 o'clock. They're going to be embarking on a grueling with a match. We know that they'll be facing tough island team. What's Sheikh's opinions?
Well, it's very exciting, and shukran for inviting me. Thanks to BRYTE as well for inviting me to this broadcast. Why it's exciting for me, I come from a rich rugby background, and I'm currently also a volunteer parent at Primroses Rugby Club with the under 16.
MashaAllah.
And I also, I work with BRYTE Takaaful extensively. And when we talk about Islamic finance, the concept is really about mutual cooperation. So when we look at BRYTE coming together with Primroses Rugby Club and rugby, which, like you said, it's the core of what everyone is raving about currently. It's really the perfect time for this collaboration to come together.
Yeah.
The spirit of bringing our nation together.
I also want to say that rugby has carved deep trenches in our community, in the hearts of our community. People speak fondly about their father and their father's father and their father's father's father, who've all played for Primroses or Scottish Cliff or whoever they played for. If you can go back that far. So definitely our people really do love rugby. And then also at the same time, we have a homegrown company in the form of BRYTE Takaaful, I3 Takaaful, that have come from this community and seeks to serve this community. So two, in a sense, community organizations, if you can call it that, coming together to do some good in the community. We see in front of me, there's a mannequin. And this mannequin is dressed in the colors of Primroses, but there's a specific logo on the front. Tell us about that logo and this partnership, inshallah.
Which logo?
BRYTE.
Sorry, Muhammad Fasik. Like I said, I'm not the representative of BRYTE. I speak on behalf of Islamic Finance and the. But like you rightly said, our heritage goes back, and I can speak. My grandfather was the president of Caledonian Rugby Club, Buta Yusuf Kanon Isaacs. You know, the late Buta Yusuf Kanon Isaacs. So we understand the tradition and the heritage of rugby. And like my uncle told me, as you it is by primroses at Ryan sy kabar, you know. But on the Islamic finance side, on the BRYTE Takaaful side, I think the collaboration is important, because when we talk about Takaaful and mutual cooperation, it's really bringing community together, where the community can participate, covered, you know, in the risks that they require to be covered, but also then share in the benefit of that investments as well, as we see here today.
Inshallah. Shukran so much, Sheikh Ziad. I do appreciate it. We'll maybe be chatting a little bit later on. I want to bring in now one of the representatives from the Fairburn Consult. That, of course, is a gentleman that, alhamdulillah, I've had the privilege of talking to some time ago, Mr. Nasif Muhammad. Nasif, I want to say assalamu alaikum once again. And of course, also, we're very happy to be here. I'm always happy when we give away stuff. We're going to be giving away some stuff today. But also, we're celebrating a partnership between two organizations, as I mentioned, BRYTE Takaaful and Primroses. Tell us about the logo on this T-shirt and why it's there.
Walaikum salam, Shafiq. Shukran for having me today. Yes, so Primrose is our local community rugby team. Fairburn Consult is one of the sponsors of the rugby team in conjunction with BRYTE.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. So also, yes, we're just turning for cameras. We're not used to looking at cameras, though. We're looking at people. But of course, we are live streaming. So salams to everyone at home, watching us as we stream here from Kenilworth Centre. So yeah, proving to the guys at the office that we actually really. So indeed, Fairburn Consult, the walk-in centre is here. Unfortunately, because of the size of this initiative, we thought we'd do it in the centre. But the Fairburn Consult offices are open for people to come and inquire about the products that you have on offer.
Yes, the shop is open. We at shop 14 at entrance number 3. So everyone is welcome to pop in and find out about the Sharia compliant products that we do have to offer.
Fantastic. And then also, we know that chief amongst these, we've been speaking a lot about i3 Takaaful, BRYTE Takaaful, these products. We're speaking about insurance as well, Islamic insurance. We've spoken on air about the value of this. Today, of course, an opportunity for us to once again engage. But even just leaving that aside for a moment, the one thing that comes to mind is today we are in Heritage Month. Tomorrow is Heritage Day, technically. What would you say it brings that extra bit of pride? Because when I look at Fairburn Consult, when I look at i3 Takaaful, I see these as organizations that rose from this community. So it's as much a part of the fabric of our heritage as anything else. Your comment on that?
So I think for me it's important to understand our heritage and where everything stems from. If you take BRYTE Takaaful insurance, Sharia compliant insurance has been there for years, but it's more about making people aware and making them understand that it has been there.
Fantastic. And then also, just finally, today's going to be, as we mentioned, an exciting day. There's going to be some giveaways and all of these things. But for people who want to find out more about Fairburn Consult's products, especially your large bouquet of Sharia compliant products, just trading hours once again today as well as during the week for the Fairburn Consult walk-in offices?
So Monday to Friday the stores open from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. Saturdays we open from 8:30 to 2, and Sundays we open from 9 to 1.
Fantastic. And of course, that's Mr. Nasif Muhammad from Fairburn Consult. Shukran so much for joining us. And yeah, we look forward to the rest of an exciting broadcast. And also a big shukran to our live stream team. You're catching us live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can see our buckies, as they say. And of course, also, we will be sharing the draw that will be happening in a short while. So Nasif Muhammad, shukran so much.
Shukran, Fasid.
Well, of course, also, we are going to take another short break. When we come back, we'll continue, and then we will be getting into the giveaways. This is a culmination of a couple of weeks of questions and answers that's been happening on VOC Breakfast. That, of course, is in the program where we've been asking people questions about rugby. All of our winners have won 1,000 Rand, but a big prize is up for grabs here at Fairburn Consult. So I think people can do a lot of shopping with the money that they're going to be winning if they are successful. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a short break now. When we come back, we'll continue, and then we'll have that quiz for you live from Kenilworth Centre. This, of course, is our live coverage here from close to the Fairburn Consult offices. We're looking at I3 BRYTE Takaaful. We're looking at Takaaful Insurance, and of course, we're here with Promenoses as well, who have partnered with BRYTE. They are the official sponsor for the team. We're going to be chatting about that also a little bit later on. Stay with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our live broadcast from Kenilworth Centre. Of course, today we are discussing I3 Takaaful, BRYTE Takaaful, and here close to the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre. And right now, we are going to be doing the draw for those people who have entered, who have passed the competition that we've had over the last couple of weeks on VOC's airwaves. This, of course, for a very, very big prize. So all of our winners have won about 1,000 Rand, but today they stand to walk away with an amount multiple times that amount, inshallah. But all they have to do is answer a question. But of course, it's not going to be easy because it is quite a big prize. So we're going to get a representative from Primroses to dig into the hat, the BRYTE hat that we have suspended here, and we're going to choose. So first, let's stir the pot, inshallah, with a cap, as we say, and we stick our hands in, looking away, of course, and then choosing a number. And of course, we have our people, our representatives lined up. Let's see what that number is. That number is lucky number 10. Who is number 10? Okay, so we have number 10. Number 10, please join me. Please join me. If we can just get the mic. And of course, we are going to be chatting to Mr. Assalamu alaikum, your name is?
Alaikum salam, name is Wahib.
Waleed, mashallah, mashallah. So Waleed, obviously today is a very, very special day for you because you've been chosen to potentially win a fantastic, right? So you were one of the people who entered on VSC Breakfast. You won 1,000 Rand. You're here today with the potential to win a lot more. Before you even do that, I want to say not only congratulations to you, but I see you are here in your green and gold already.
I am.
So you do represent for the Booker.
I am, definitely.
Fantastic. So we want to ask you a bunch of questions. Or ask you a question. If we get it right, you might be winning a prize. I think I'm going to ask. Okay, we're going to ask you 5 questions. So we want to make it easy. 5 questions, and if you get it right, you can win a prize.
All right.
Of course, we're also going to invite the people who are in the food court and walking around to come and join us here at the broadcast area, because we're also going to be giving away some fantastic prizes that are displayed on the table in front of me. But Waleed is in front of me right now. So Waleed, you have not seen the questions.
No, I haven't.
So
no.
You can stand facing me. Let's stand facing me.
All right.
All right? So I can feel like Martin.
I'll keep like this.
Okay. All right. So 5 questions, 5 answers. You get them right, you win a prize. Okay.
Let's go.
So when do the Springboks play the next match?
This evening at 9 o'clock versus the Irish.
Wow. Fam Khamak. Mubarak. So this evening we heard at 9 o'clock. This evening at 9 o'clock?
Evening
Yes.
at 9 o'clock.
Okay, that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to our next question. So we said, who is their next opponent? And I think we alluded to that question.
The Irish.
The Irish is the next question. So we've covered 1 and 2 already in that. So ladies and gentlemen, 2 questions out of 5. 2 questions out of 5. Now, this one's going to be a bit tricky. It requires a bit of memory. What was the score of the last game? 76-0, 76-56, or 106-0?
76-0.
76-0 is the answer. You all the people are clapping already. But you are correct. 76-0, you can give him a round of applause. 76-0. So that's 3 out of 5. The score was 76-0. South Africa was very, very happy, and Romania was very, very sad. All right, 4th question. I'm going to ask you to reserve your applause until we confirm it's right. How many times have the Springboks won the World Cup? I'm going to give you an option. Is it 2 times?
1995, 2003, and 2019, that equates to 3 times.
3 times. I was going to say, is it 2 times? Is it 5 times? Or is it 3 times? But it's 3 times.
3 times.
Congratulations. 4 out of 5, ladies and gentlemen. And then, your final question. So now, all of us love, and we reminisce about the 1995 World Cup. So this is a question related to the 1995 World Cup. The question is, who was the captain of the Springboks? Hold on, don't clap yet. Who was the captain of the Springboks when they won the 1995 trophy? Was it Siya Kolisi or Francois Pienaar?
Francois Pienaar.
Francois Pienaar, ladies and gentlemen. 5 questions, correct? And that means you win 5,000 Rand. Waleed, congratulations, Mubarak. You're in green and gold. You're continuing the winning streak for the Springbokker.
Yes.
You have questions out of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our winner. You've competed on the BSC Breakfast. You've won 1,000 Rand today, alhamdulillah. You won 5,000. I want to ask you, and maybe I'm prying a little bit, but what are you going to do with that 5,000 rand?
So I have brought my wife along this morning. I think we need to ask her.
Well said, well said. And also just, of course, what do you want to say to Fairburn Consult, BRYTE Takaaful, I3 Takaaful, organizations who facilitated, for us to be here today, and of course you being the big winner. Just your words to them.
Just a huge, huge, massive shukran. I wish you continued success. Thank you for the opportunity. Shukran to the Voice of the Cape. And shukran to BRYTE Insurance for the vouchers. Shukran very much. Much appreciated.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, Waleed, shukran so much.
Shukran.
Mubarak to you. And of course, he walks away with 5,000 rand. Someone will chat to you in a short while about picking up your prize. But of course, the grand winner of the VOC I3 Takaaful Rugby Quiz. 5 questions out of 5. Those answers once again. We asked, when do the Springboks play again? And yes, it's tonight at 9 o'clock. Who is their next opponent? And that is Ireland. What was the score of the last match? It was 76-0. I think we must frame that's an amazing score. And then, of course, how many times has the Springboks won the World Cup? 3 times. And the last question was, who was the captain of the Springboks when they won the 1995 trophy? And of course, it was Francois Pienaar. But of course, we know the last captain to win it was Siya Kolisi. We hope we can do it again. So 5 questions. Shukran so much to Waleed. And of course, he'll be chatting to the representative later on. We'll tell him a little bit more about how he can collect his prize. Of course, we also want to mention to our to those people who are making their way to the broadcast area, please do join us. We do have some giveaways that we'll be doing a little bit later on. We are live on VOC. We're also live on social media, on YouTube as well as Facebook. And you can join us also on the VOC app. The YouTube channel is streamed live to the VOC app. Just navigate to the video tab. You're able to see myself and also Aisha Sidari in the frame at the moment. And also Mr. Nazif. No. Why are you going out of the frame now? So yeah, Aisha Sidari is here as well. Also, big shukran to Mr. Nazim Peterson. In a short while, we will be chatting to someone from Primroses very quickly, inshallah. I want to see if I can get a representative from Primroses to join me. They're exhibiting here, and the reason why they're exhibiting is, of course, we want to obviously just to entrench the sense of the partnership between the two organizations. So I want to call on Sadiq Isaacs, Mr. Sadiq Isaacs, for Head of Business Support at BRYTE Takaaful, just to join me for a moment before we do get Primroses. Mr. Isaacs, assalamu alaikum and welcome.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and we greet all our listeners out there as well.
First of all, I want to say once again, Mubarak to BRYTE and I3 for making this bold statement and for partnering with community organizations. I'm very proud to see a logo like this on the community t-shirt, but at the same time, we know Primrose is a big club. It's got a lot of legacy, a lot of heritage. Just share your thoughts and your feelings on, the partnership and the relationship between these two teams.
Yeah, interestingly, and it's a pity our listeners out there can't see what we're standing next to, but I hope they sort of get the sense of what is happening right here. But for us, and we've got some Primrose people here this morning, it's a proud moment for us. And for us, it's an honor and a privilege to be part and to participate with a club like Primroses, who's been in existence for so many years in the Cape. And it's part of the heritage of the Cape, I think, and part of the history of the Cape. For us, it's really important to be able to be seen to support this kind of event and this kind of situation in the Cape, because Takaaful that we look after is all about sharing. It's all about a shared responsibility. And from a corporate perspective, I think it's important that we are seen to be supporting the people that actually support all corporates across South Africa. And so here we're in the Cape, and we want to be able to make sure that we give back to the community, but not just at one level, right down to all the different levels within sport. sport is a unifying type of event that happens regularly, and it brings people together. We want to be able to support grassroots level. We want to be able to support those who cannot afford to get into sport, so that hopefully we are able to open up opportunities that will lead to people's aspirations, and so that they can succeed in life as well.
Shalmin. And I want to say, Mubarak to BRYTE, there's a lot of corporates out there who pay lip service to the idea of community sport and all of this. And we know our community sporting organizations are struggling, particularly in COVID, lockdown, not being able to fundraise, not being able to get up to the standard they would like to, be able to develop their facilities. So I want to say congratulations, Mubarak, and of course, good on you to BRYTE for taking that initiative and of course forging this partnership. We also see it's a way of empowerment, because these sporting facilities, these sporting organizations support youth development from the ground up.
Absolutely, and you know, for us it's important because we don't want to be seen to just running a business. We want to be seen to be supporting the community, giving back to the community, because that is critical and that's important from a Takaaful perspective. Our partners in this I3 Takaaful, it's important that we mention them because they play a critical role in all of this, in terms of there is a business side, but it's that business that gives back to the community, because for us it's all about sharing and giving back to the community. But more important than that, it's an empowerment. We've got to empower our people, we've got to empower the community, and how do we do that? By making sure that everybody has an opportunity in life. It also leads to leadership, future leadership, and so for us it's critical that we have all these partners. We also partner with Fairburn, who are also one of our partners within the center here, and so all round I think it's a great partnership that hopefully will translate into real benefit, real action that will see Primroses in a position where they can support grassroots level rugby, cricket, and that those young children coming through will be able to achieve their aspirations.
And also, I think it's a smart move made by BRYTE as well, because what we're trying to do is extend to particularly the younger generation that there are these products out there, so that they get into Sharia compliant brands before they start going to the secular brands, because this forms part of our ethos. So that visibility is good for BRYTE in terms of getting to access the younger generation, and also an opportunity for growth for both parties. I also want to say that if we look at BRYTE as an institution with a fantastic range of products that are available right across the board, the one thing I always go back to, because it's close to home and it's close to the hearts of many people's Hajj. And the fact that BRYTE Takaaful provides a Sharia compliant travel insurance for those people going Hajj, to give them extra peace of mind, is something so fantastic. And I can't talk enough about, because especially when many people have raised so much money to go on the journey of Hajj, and there's always that fear, what if I lose my bag, what if I lose this, what if I don't have the money on the other side? So to have that kind of peace of mind, if I can just pull one of the things out of the bouquet of all of these products, that's one thing that I think BRYTE has really done amazing with, and that is providing and bringing this product to the market.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, that's exactly what Takaaful is all about. It's about inclusivity. It's about making sure that our people, from a religious perspective, have the comfort and the knowledge that they are being looked after in a way that is acceptable. And that's, you know, it's important for people to know that. It's important for people to feel comfortable, to feel satisfied, that whatever they're doing from a religious perspective, they're doing within the confines of Sharia compliance. Because, and our people are particularly focused on those kinds of situations in terms of the religious side. And so it is only right that you have to provide for that. You have to make sure that you have that compliance. And we've got a Sharia board made up of scholars who have the expertise, the knowledge, and have gone and studied all of these things to be able to help on that side, to make sure that when we provide these products, that all of these products are provided with from a Sharia compliant perspective.
This is Dick Isaacs, Head of Business Support Services at BRYTE Takaaful. I want to say a big shukran for joining me, and we look forward to seeing these colors fly on the field, and at the same time, of course, just for BRYTE to go from strength to strength. That's all I can say. Big shukran, and of course, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam to you and all our listeners, and thanks for having us this morning.
It's an absolute pleasure. Of course, that was Mr. Dick Isaacs, Head of Business Support Service at BRYTE Takaaful Insurance. We're live from Kenilworth Centre, and yeah, I've been told to turn to the camera because I keep forgetting we're live on YouTube and Facebook as well. We're streaming live here from Kenilworth Centre. We just had the quiz a moment ago. Waleed was the grand prize winner. He won 5,000 rand, 5,000 bucks. Imagine what you can do with that. You could buy yourself an inverter, I think, which many of us are looking for, would like to have, especially with load shedding. But apparently, as far as I understand, I'm not sure, but I don't think there's any load shedding for this weekend. Many people will be happy, especially with the rugby tonight. You're watching and the TV won't go off, inshallah. I mean, but of course, broadcasting live on 91.3 FM as well. We're going to take that break. When we come back, we will continue. Stay tuned. But of course, also, while we're taking our ad break, we would like to encourage the mall goers, or people here at KC who are out in the food court, people just walking around. We'll be giving away some fantastic prizes, some rugby jerseys and memorabilia here from the stands. So stick around, come and join us, and of course, come and take part in the festivities here, and you can walk away with some fantastic prizes. So not just for the people who've just won, but also for yourselves here in the center. Come and join us here just opposite the food court, and and partake in the festivities. Of course, also I want to say that we'll also be chatting to a representative from Primroses to get a little bit of detail around the involvement around the partnership from their side. Primroses is quite a big club, a huge heritage that of course has been celebrated with them being in existence for so many years, and of course also this just strengthening the relationship. Of course, don't forget that we'll be broadcasting up until 11 on FM, but on our social media we'll be here all the way up until 12 o'clock. So more to come. Stay with us, and of course don't forget you can also come out to KC if you are watching us on live stream. You shouldn't be there. You should be hop in the car, come and meet us at Kenilworth Centre, and you can walk away with some of these fantastic prizes that are on the table. And of course, I want to just hand over quickly to one of the representatives from Primroses who is joining me right now. I have Shad Majid with me from Primroses, and we will inshallah very shortly be chatting on air, but I would like you to sir, to have a seat in the meantime, get yourself comfortable inshallah. We were talking about the relationship between Primroses and BRYTE, and the red, white and blue that we'll see now bearing the brand of BRYTE on the field. We're very excited about this partnership, and I'm sure we'll get some words on that in a moment. Also, don't forget that you can make a turn at the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre. So the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre is not too far from where we are. All you have to do, we one level up, go one level down, walk right to the end of the passage, and then you make, I think it's a right, and you'll see it after that. On left, you'll see Fairburn Consult. And if you don't know, ask someone, they'll show you where the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre is. They have a fantastic bouquet of products. One of those, chief amongst those, of course, is the, for me at least, is the travel insurance, which covers you also if you're going on Hajj. Hajj, we know, is quite a big expense for a person, and there's a lot of uncertainty about whether whether I have enough money, what if I go over there and from a resource point of view, I lose my bag, I lose this, I lose my passport, what am I going to do? And travel insurance provide you that extra bit of security, which kind of makes you feel a little more comfortable as you head out on that, very, very spiritual journey. So yeah, we look forward to chatting and engaging about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. Yeah, also don't forget, as I mentioned, we'll be live and direct all the way up until 12 on social media. You could obviously pick us up via Facebook or YouTube. You can also pick us up via the VOC app. I want to chat now to Brother Rashad Majid from Primroses. Brother Rashad representing the red, white and blue, as I can say. Brother Rashad, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
First of all, we know Primroses as being quite a big club. A club that's got a large history. Many great people have come from this club, and of course, the club this time around has chosen to partner with BRYTE. What are your words around this partnership and what it means for Primroses?
They came just at the right time in terms of our path on development. We switched over about 3 years ago, where we said we're going to use the juniors and follow their progress through to the seniors. We're only going to use our junior players to play in the first team. And we said it's going to be a 3-year time course in terms of where we're going from Super League B and eventually develop our youngsters so that we can reach Super League A after the third year. So at the moment, we have about 90% of our first team players are from our junior club. So alhamdulillah, we've achieved that. And the progress that they've made since last year is phenomenal, what they've done over 2 years. So we're on course in terms of that, in developing the youngsters to play top rugby.
Now, the one thing also that catches my attention when we speak about that coming at the right time, during COVID, it was a terrible time for sport, in community sport particularly, because lockdown happened, games couldn't happen, there were no gate fees, people were cash-strapped and constrained, and it took a toll on clubs as a whole. So what would you say this would do for the rejuvenation of the club? Because I'm sure, as with any club in the community, there was some setbacks and everyone is still recovering.
Yeah, as I said, it's at the right time because we are competing with clubs that have lots of funding, and in order to keep our players at Primrose, we needed some funding to go forward. So for the first year, we did not pay our players any stipend, but they stayed throughout the year. And this year we paid them a small amount compared to other clubs, and we're hoping to make sure that they stay at the club for the duration. Also with development of our junior structure, we need some funds, and with COVID nothing came in. And after when we started last year, we had some small sponsorship to enable us to start a gym, and we are. That's also very important in terms of the development of the youngster. Make sure that his body is in the right condition. So we've got the facility now of the gym at Primrose. So we're going to start that this year, so that they can develop their bodies as well.
I think I want to go back to what you said earlier on, Mr. Majid, and that was where you said that some of the players, or the players stayed on even though there was a time where they weren't being paid. And for me, that speaks to the loyalty of the people, to the brand, to that emblem that's there, and to the fact that they feel a sense of community of the club. But of course, also, as we know, going forward, we want to appreciate players. We want to make sure that players feel, financially appreciated as well. Because, as you know, you're competing with clubs that do have more money, as we heard. So let's hope that this is the start of great things for Primroses and being able to build and grow. And another thing also that comes from that is We know that sport at this moment in time in South Africa doesn't seem to be the first priority, I think, for us when we talk about spending. So it's telling that an organization like BRYTE identifies and sees the need in our community to develop. We spoke about developing youth, and you've mentioned that you've chosen to develop your younger players. That for me is something that I applaud, because those are the players that ultimately become your big names, that make it their way into Western Province, that make their way into the big leagues. You want to just maybe also talk about some of the young players that you've seen from Primroses taking it to the next level that you want to celebrate quickly?
Okay, there's one youngster who started at Primrose. His dad is actually the senior coach. Saad Moers, he made the South African school side. We had players previously from Primrose. Springs to mind is Eddie Andrews. He was a youngster at Primrose as a 17-year-old, came there and went on to play for the Springboks. Nizam Khan as well. He was a junior at Primrose and he's still in contact with the club.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So that speaks to the fact that people never really take off the jersey wherever they go, and the fact that they keep contact. I also want to just ask the question. Primroses is a club that has a long started history, in a sense. It's one of the institutions in our community. What would you say as yourself, as someone who's been with the organization for such a long time, with the club for such a long time, what would you say is that special ingredient at Primroses that you can't get anywhere else?
It's the sense of community that the people that are running the club have. And I remember as a youngster from 1970 playing for the first team up till now, the sense of the people, you know, the being dropped at Primrose as a child, and they have the people looking after them throughout the time that they are there. Primrose is originally from Clermont. We are now, this year we will be 128 years old.
Wow.
We're busy with a book as well that we're going to publish soon. Lots of big names came out of Primrose, Mr. Joe Abrams, Rushdie Majid, Said Majid. Those are icons that I played with and look up to. So the history is very deep, and it comes originally from Clermont. So from Stegman Road, from the park in Stegman Road, Imam Harun opposite in the mosque. So we have a very deep heritage in terms of developing at that time. And at that time, also we as youngsters used to watch our players, and the same thing is happening now. The juniors are staying to watch their seniors, and they admire. Those are the people that they look up to, so that they can also play eventually in the first team. Yeah.
Fantastic. Mr. Majid, I want to say a big shukran for joining me. I just wish Primroses go from strength to strength, and that we continue to see business invest in the club, because as we heard, 128 years old, it's been the foundation for growth for so many youngsters in the sport of rugby and other codes. But also it's been a home for families. It's been a way for people to extend their legacy from father to son, and we just wish for the club to go from strength to strength, inshallah.
Okay, thank you. I just want Mr. Schroeder, our convener of Playing Affairs, to say a few words to thank BRYTE Insurance, please.
Mr. Schroeder, if you can please join us. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
So obviously we heard what Mr. Majid had to say, Primroses being one of those clubs where people still have quite a huge relationship. People leave, they go play for the big leagues, and they still, I said, to a certain degree, carry the jersey, or still wearing the jersey, and still wearing that emblem. I did ask what the secret ingredient is, and everyone might have a different idea. So what would you say is the secret ingredient to Primroses that has seen the longevity of the club, but also seen people be so loyal to it?
You know, the club is like a family, and I think that shows in the strength and the longevity and survive against all odds. You know, no club is safe or immune from challenges, and we also have our challenges today, but the passion and the commitment of generations of patrons and members is what feeds the life and longevity of the club. And we hope, inshallah, that it stays like that for many more generations, inshallah. I mean, so that is the passion. Earlier on, a young gentleman walked past that was at our club at 14. He's now a top flight player at Rondebosch Boys, who says he wants to come back here. His heart is here. He knows where he started. So hopefully those are the relationships that we keep building with players and also members who come back and give back into the club in terms of administration and trying to help run the club. So that's the important DNA that we like to keep.
Mr. Schroeder, just to stay with me for a moment, but I just also want to greet our listeners on 91.3 FM. We'll be crossing back to Fairfield for the second leg of our broadcast. But of course, do come out to Kenilworth Centre, come and visit Fairburn Console, but also come down to the food court. We're giving away some fantastic prizes. Come and pick up your t-shirts, come and pick up your branded items. We'll be here up until 12. There's still time for you to get out, make your way out. The weather's turning out to be quite nice, nogals. So yeah, of course, but we greet our listeners on 91.3 FM, and of course, when we come back, inshallah, we will, of course, when we cross back, we'll be going back to Fairfield to continue the festivities there. On the air, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Big shukran to Ayub, who's commanding the desk in studio. And then, of course, also to those live streaming on YouTube and Facebook, we stay with you. You can come out, come and join us, come and partake in the festivities. I see Aisha's walking around with green and gold. And this is what it's all about tonight at 9 o'clock. So, yeah, FNB is in MTN, Springboks, South Africa's Rugby World Cup. That's the jersey. Yeah. BRYTE Takaaful and BRYTE Insurance is giving 5 of these Rugby World Cup jerseys. So if you want to win one of these, please do join us. So ladies and gentlemen, people in the food court, people at the rides, we're giving away 5 of these jerseys to the first 5 people to join us here at the BRYTE Takaaful broadcast, VOC broadcast. And of course, Aisha Sidar will be coordinating the giving away of the t-shirts. So ladies and gentlemen, please do join us for the next while. But while we continue to do that, I just want to go back to Mr. Schroeder quickly and spend a moment or two. We spoke about the club, we spoke about the heritage, we spoke about the relationship with BRYTE. We also spoke about the fact that during COVID there were challenges that were logistical challenges, economic challenges, which affected community sport as a whole. There was a stasis, there was a standing still in terms of development. I see BRYTE as a way to re-energize and restart the wheels and grease the wheels to keep it going again. Just your thoughts on this partnership.
Yes, of course, we are very, very humbled and grateful to BRYTE and Fairburn Cafe for their partnering, taking and holding confidence in Primrose and wanting to partner with us. And it's very important that we have these contributions and we have partnerships with entities that are supporting community development, because we do want to keep our kids off the streets, keeping them busy and on the straight path. So these partnerships are very, very important, and we would like to say thank you to them. Buta Sadiq, Nasif Mohammed of Fairburn Cafe, BRYTE Insurance. We're looking forward to the future partnership and growing with them, inshallah. Ameen.
Inshallah. Mr. Schroeder, shukran so much for joining me. And yeah, we look forward to seeing Primroses running onto the field, flying the colours and doing the things. And of course, entrenching partnerships like this with community sport. Shukran so much and all the best.
Afwan.
Well, of course, broadcasting to you live, 91.3 FM stereo. We were, and we're now still on Facebook and YouTube. You can pick us up. Aisha is with me now, and we'll be giving away a number of jerseys. I'm going to be asking you a question, and that, of course, will be with Aisha. We'll be asking a question. Those people who get it right get a jersey. These jerseys are fantastic, and of course, also you can be sitting in front of your TV tonight in the green and gold and screaming for the Bokke, inshallah. I mean, before we do anything else, I just want to chat to Mr. Ismail Dadabai, if you can join me for a moment, Mr. Dadabai, and just to get a sense. obviously, we want to talk about another initiative that BRYTE is also and I3 has taken up. So not only community development in terms of sport, but also there's a humanitarian aspect to the BRYTE brand. Mr. WI, first of all, assalamu alaikum and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam. Jazakallah for having us, and assalamu alaikum to all your listeners as well.
Shukran so much. And I want to talk now quickly about an initiative that you have taken up as I3 Takaaful and BRYTE in response to a need in our community in partnership with OCAF SA. You want to run us through quickly what the nature of that partnership is?
Okay, so I think a lot of the focus in the last week's been around the rugby and the rugby quiz and the prizes, but coupled with that, from an I3 Takaaful point of view, we also sponsored, in conjunction with OCAF, money for cataract operations for people. Alhamdulillah. So, I mean, it may be a simple procedure, but the effect of removing a cataract that someone is life-changing for people. You know, it gives them their dignity back. It allows them to actually see, interact with people. So, you know, hopefully in that small way we've managed to change the lives of people. And I think Sheikh Isaacs and Siddiq alluded to this. Takaaful is not just about mutual benefit of protecting one another. It's also so much more than that in giving back to your communities, in giving back to people, in trying to uplift their lives. And it's the same reason we partnered with Primrose and Rosemead in this whole scenario, is to make a meaningful difference in people's lives from grassroots up to a certain level. And you know, people don't understand to what extent sports and being associated with a good sports club actually gives children, adults, life skills that helps them throughout their life, and that's important for us.
Alhamdulillah, I can think of no better thing. We're speaking about rugby, and I'm going to say something that sounds very silly, but we're speaking about rugby, and we all talk about the fact that we sit in front of the TV and we're enjoying the match. But there are people who cannot enjoy that match.
100%.
There are people who cannot look at their grandchildren. There are people who cannot enjoy a sunny day because they have cataracts and because their vision is impaired. And we are talking about people. There is assistance, there is help out there if they can access it. And this is the way to access it, obviously through the partnership with OCAF. I want to say Mubarak and congratulations to BRYTE for thinking of this initiative and for really giving back to the community in more than one way. I can only think that, you know, apart from the fact that we are extending the brand, which we love to do, but I can only think about the du'as of someone who can open their eyes and be able to see with the first operation out of one eye and then the second operation out of both eyes, you know. And when the first time they say Alhamdulillah for their sight, that reward comes back to an organization like BRYTE, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, you're 100% spot on. It's all about that. First, Alhamdulillah, they say, when they open their eyes and they're able to see their loved ones and interact with them. That's what it is about. More than anything else is exactly giving back to your community in a meaningful way and in a way that makes a difference in people's lives and the quality of their lives.
Amin, inshallah. Well, Alhamdulillah, we look forward to seeing this partnership grow. We look forward to seeing how the benefit reaches the community. And also, we know OCAF SA is an organization doing amazing work in our community, truly there for community development at all levels, particularly the Muslim community. And to see the extent at which OCAF has created projects and programs that benefit at every level. We also know that a lot of that is also community businesses investing in the organization. So BRYTE being one of those, I think a round of applause and Mubarak goes out to them. Mr. Dadabai, any final words to our viewers and our listeners, obviously, as we wrap up?
Like I say, shukran for having us, Jazakallah for having us. You know, we've been talking a lot about BRYTE, I3 Takaaful, etc. But also we mustn't forget, you know, the people of OCAF, like you mentioned, the people from Rosemead, Primrose, those people who give up their time, the energy and the efforts, in spending time with his children, in facilitating the process. We need to say shukran to Kenilworth Centre, especially Khoa, for helping us with this Voice of the Cape, for giving us the opportunity, to highlight the concept of what we're trying to achieve. So
Fantastic.
It's not just us. There's a lot of people who have put time and effort and who are still dedicating their lives and time, to achieving these objectives. So shukran to everyone, and Allah accept, inshallah.
Inshallah. Mr. Ismail Dadabai, shukran so much for joining me. All the best. And assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
But of course, that's Mr. Ismail Dadabai from BRYTE I3 Takaaful. Of course, we will now be having the quiz. And we will be giving away 5 of these jerseys. So, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fantastic. Hi. By all means, sir. Would you like to come through? So, okay, let me get the mic quickly. So, from Primrose wants to do a handover to BRYTE. We'd like to get a representative from BRYTE to come and join us. Inshallah, Ameen. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Ismail Dadabai is going to join us quickly. And
so we would just like to say from Primrose's RSC, big shukran to the 3 sponsors, Takaaful, BRYTE and Fairburn, for assisting us in believing in the idea behind Primrose's app. And we just want to reiterate to say a big shukran to everyone.
okay, so just a word from Mr. Dadabai on the sentiments conveyed by Primroses.
So, Tawfiq, shukran, alhamdulillah. We are humbled. We were humbled last night when we saw what you guys do. So we really appreciate this token of appreciation. It's much, much appreciated.
And of course, making some presentations, some team jerseys being handed out. Once again, also we are broadcasting live to those of you checking us out on YouTube from Kenilworth Centre. You might recognize the food court in the background. We're of course broadcasting live all the way up until 12 o'clock. Come and join us. Come and find out about I3 Takaaful and the Sharia compliant products. You can come to the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre to do that. You may also join us and come and benefit from a giveaway. We are giving away fantastic prizes, including some t-shirts. We're going to be asking a few questions. We're going to be giving some team jerseys away to a few lucky winners, inshallah. But of course, also some presentations being made right now. And I3 Takaaful, BRYTE Takaaful.
We got a gentleman here who had his cataracts removed through Oka. He said he wants to just say something about how it's changed his life.
Uncle's name is?
Muhammad Rifat.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Please,
You speak to
I have with me Mr. Muhammad Rifat, a gentleman who earlier on we spoke about OCAF's fantastic project, which is geared towards, in partnership with BRYTE, to remove cataracts, especially those people who need it the most. I have with me, Maf, I forgot the name again.
Sorry? No?
Forgot the name again?
Muhammad Rifat.
With Muhammad Rifat, he wants to share a few words. I believe he was the recipient of a cataract operation which was sponsored by OCAF. Just a few words, inshallah.
Well, look, I know I can remember clearly when they moved my one eye. So my wife was standing right back there, and I shouted, "I can see you!" Alhamdulillah. But in any case, when they took out the other eye, this is what I want to share with people. My golly, I used to drive through red robots or whatever. I couldn't see color. But everything, it's like, I want to say this. When you go on E-Day, you decorate your house, everything looks beautiful. And when they did my second eye, I said, wow, everything looks like Labarang again. But it was fantastic, really. If anybody suffers from cataracts, let them come forward. You won't believe what a new world you're entering. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. We know that sight is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes, yes.
And when a human being is able to, with the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, assist in restoring someone's sight, we can only imagine the type of benefit they get. It's a sadaqatul jariyah.
Alhamdulillah.
So obviously
Alhamdulillah.
we encourage,
Alhamdulillah.
we encourage-
They should actually be praised a lot on the radio.
we encourage those businesses who have invested in our calf in order for them to do that, to continue doing that. And of course also, once again, we invite those people who can benefit from a cataract operation, of course, to put their names out there. But Muhammad Rifat, shukran so much for joining us. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy to hear that. May Allah continue to put noor in Uncle Said.
Ameen, ameen,
And
inshallah. Ameen, inshallah.
may those eyes cast a gaze upon the Kaaba soon, inshallah. I mean, all the best. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah to you also. Shukran.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But of course, that was with Muhammad Rifat. I want to start giving away those jerseys. So Aisha is joining me now, and I'm going to give the mic to Aisha.
No, I'm not.
Yes, because you're going to be my co-host for the next while. So Aisha, we've got 5 jerseys.
We do have 5 jerseys. Our lovely BRYTE Takaaful and I3 Takaaful Insurance would like to donate one of the jerseys to this gentleman over here.
Oh, fantastic,
So it's-
fantastic. Your name is, sir?
Zainab. You give it to this.
So Attila is your name,
Attila, we're gonna find out.
and he's going to be one of the recipients, sponsored by BRYTE, to receive a T-shirt. So I think we'll get Auntie Mrs. Majid to do the presentation, shall we? Okay, can we just turn? Could you just turn? Could you just turn a little bit this way? We want to take.
How do you want to roll off this 5 for
Are there people here?
They want their jerseys?
Okay. We got 4 left. We gave one.
Okay, so we're just taking some photos. One of the T-shirts given away to one of our special guests joining us here.
However, you run,
And also, again, we are welcoming you to come out and join us live at the broadcast. We're here till 12 o'clock, and you can still come and visit the Fairburn Walk-In Center, as well as come and join us here and get some of these special giveaways. I see some of them already off the table, but there's still time for you to get some more, inshallah. Aisha, while we're doing the pictures, let's grab someone for a few questions.
Okay, so we have a few entries here. We were looking for
Okay.
people, and a few of them
That-
have come
that gentleman-
forward.
that gentleman was
One
here
jersey was donated.
Yeah, that gentleman I saw when I called.
They all want a jersey.
Okay.
So I don't know how we're going to roll. We only have 4 jerseys, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone else? To make it a bit, no, just 4? We have just the 4.
Okay. So, are we asking questions or?
We can ask any of that rugby questions you have on your production sheet. You guys need to face the camera.
And so basically, we're going to ask a question. Hopefully, 4 of these guys will walk away with T-shirts.
4 of them, yeah.
Okay.
And they get a Primrose T-shirt as well. So you guys are quite lucky today.
Okay, but now we need to select the order.
Yes.
Right? We have to be fair. Although that gentleman was the first one to arrive here, so I'm going to exclude him. He's going to stand on that side. But 2, 3, 4, and 5, we need to organize.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pick a number between. I want you to pick a number between 100 and 200, and the closest number to my number.
Yeah.
Will be the order that we'll start in. So I'm
Okay.
gonna write it down.
Sounds a bit complicated. Between 100 and 200, choose one number.
Okay.
Are you from Joburg?
So
Closest number to you is number
150. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And
what did you say? 130. No, okay, I'll say 120 then.
120. Okay, so it's very close. So, no, he was the first to arrive, so he's excluded. Okay, so what did we say the numbers were?
120.
130, 150, 120. Right? So the number that I chose is 131.
131.
You're out by one.
Him.
So you're number one.
Yeah.
Your name is? Junaid, mashallah. You're number one. And then
to say 130, but they already.
120. 120.
You jumped it.
And then 150. Hussein. And then your name is? Lee. Glenn. Okay. Double N. Okay, fantastic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hi, Hera.
Okay. So Glenn, you were first.
Gonna give 120.
Yes.
It's 120.
Okay. So we have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay. All right. So Glenn, your question. Who was the captain of South African Springboks squad that won the Rugby World Cup in 2019?
None other than Sia Kolisi.
Sia Kolisi, are we correct? Are we correct?
We
Yes,
are
we
correct.
are. Yes, we are. Sia Kolisi captain the squad in 2019. That's one jersey. And we saw the victory dance. Thank you so much.
And he gets a Primrose and BRYTE top as well.
Yes, so Primrose
Well done.
is bright as well as a Springbok jersey, inshallah. So you can wear that with pride tonight as we watch the Springboks take on Ireland. Then
We'll get you a
Junaid.
Springbok jersey.
Junaid. So Junaid is number 2. So we continue. Earlier on, we asked the question, how many times did the Springboks win the World Cup? And I'm going to give you a clue, because that's a tough one. Was it 8 times? Was it 2 times? Or was it 3 times?
3 times.
Are we correct? Yes, we're correct. 3 times. So Junaid also wins himself a jersey courtesy of BRYTE Takaaful and of course a Springbok
And you
jersey
get one of
as
these.
well. Aisha will facilitate that.
No, these gentlemen here will sort you out with your jerseys.
Basha before I ask the question. All right. Okay. The next question goes out to Buta Muhammad. 35. Buta Muhammad. Who was the captain of the Springboks who won the World Cup in 1995?
Francois Pienaar.
Francois Pienaar, is correct.
Yay!
So that's also another bright jersey.
Another BRYTE jersey.
You worked today, quite hard, sorry. And of course the Springbok jersey. So that's 3.
On you now.
We have some very, very smart people. Right.
Yeah, he does have a bit of pressure.
Number 4.
You know what I'm saying?
So say because you're number 4.
If he answers wrong, let's get another question.
We'll see. We'll see. So, Hussein, I'm going to ask you a recent question. All right? Who did France face in the opening? Well, okay, who did New Zealand face in this tournament in the opening match?
The host, France.
Okay, I kind of gave away the answer.
But I mean, I knew it.
So that's correct. They won. But for bonus points, you already won the jersey. Right? Can you remember the score?
I can't. I can remember last night's goal, 96-0.
Okay, 96. Okay, Hussein, you got the question right. So Mubarak to you. You win a t-shirt as well.
Thank you.
And you win a BRYTE t-shirt. Shukran for your surname is?
Kasu.
Hi, Kasu. So Look, because you're the last one, you're going to be my you're going to be my analyst for now.
Okay.
Right? So my question is, South Africa's facing Ireland tonight at 9 o'clock, our time. Ireland's a tough team, but South Africa are also the reigning champs, right? What is your prediction of the score for tonight?
South Africa is going to win with a bonus point also.
But I want numbers.
Oh, numbers.
Bonus
So,
points.
50-30.
I don't know.
So I got 50-30 here. 32-7, more conservative. What do you say?
I go with Butarifaat's answers.
32-7.
Yeah,
Okay,
more
fantastic.
conservative, no?
So experience wins out.
Yes, of course.
Hussein, shukran so much. Mubarak, you win a t-shirt and a
Shukran,
bright
shukran.
t-shirt. Shukran for joining me here. Aisha is going to sort you out, inshallah. I mean, shukran. But of course, broadcasting to you live from BRYTE Takaaful. That's not from BRYTE Takaaful, but from Kenilworth Centre, Fairburn Consult. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be up until 12 o'clock. Come and join us. Obviously, you check on Facebook. You check us out on YouTube. We're streaming live on those platforms. You can also catch us on the VOC app. We're streaming live there as well. Don't forget that VOC will be celebrating 28 years tomorrow on Heritage Day with a very, very special series of broadcasts where we're going to go into the places where it all started. We're also going to be having a very special launch at the studio as well. They've dressed up the old newsroom in fantastic style to be able to celebrate the occasion. Joined by Mr.
Sorry?
Your name?
Jamil.
Jamil. So, Primrose
Cricket.
Club, right, sponsors the cricket team as well.
Okay, so we spoke about rugby, but Primrose's Cricket Club is also with me now, and I'm speaking to Jamil.
Yeah.
And I believe that BRYTE also is sponsoring the Cricket Club as well.
Yes, alhamdulillah. It's been a tough journey, but we're so proud and privileged to have this relationship with BRYTE as well.
First of all, Mubarak, I think on this partnership, again, talking about all sporting codes, not just rugby, we're speaking about cricket as well. The fact that the development of the sport, I think, there are a lot less opportunities in this community for development, but one of the homes for development is Primrose's, and I think that the relationship with BRYTE goes a long way towards that. Just your words to BRYTE on them stepping up as far as community sport is concerned.
I think Primrose Cricket, Primrose Rugby as well, is a rich brand in Cape Town. And I mean, we do a lot of hard work in developing from our youth to our senior setups. The exciting for this season is that the cricket is playing in the Premier League this year. So we're very excited to get into the Premier League with a good relationship in our hand. And so part of development and part of BRYTE, it's really been very welcoming.
Fantastic. And also, I want to say that, I mean, Primrose's as a brand, but particularly the Cricket Club, has been a home for many people, young and old. Fathers and sons have kind of laid their legacies in this club. And of course, that emblem means a lot to a lot of people. You want to just talk about maybe some of the people who stand out, maybe not the older generation, but the younger generation, because we're speaking about youth development, that have shown promise within this club that we've seen go on and take it further.
So if I'm going to get into names, I'm going to miss out somebody. But I must say very proudly that currently Primrose is a hotspot for the Model C schools to be able to get quality players, you know. And our goal now is basically to provide that level and standard of cricket so that they can be portrayed out there and then also come back to the club. That is most important. Like I said, if I'm going to mention names now, I would say that, in history, cricket, Primrose has been basically a basis for cricket in Cape Town. My dad, which is Rushdie Majid, was the chairman, the convener of selectors for the Proteas. Arun Logat, that comes from Primrose as well, has always also been the convener of selectors. We've got the current coach now, Qasim Adams. He's also the coach at the Cobras. We've got two players that we just signed up now that comes out of the schools that are playing SA schools. you know. So, like I said, if I'm going to mention names, I'm going to forget. But yes, it has been, it's a long journey, but it's a rich history, like you did say. And our current administration just needs to carry on this legacy and take it to new levels so that we can provide a platform for any new generation and with skill that we can get them through the ranks as well.
Mr. Jamil, Majid, shukran so much for joining me. And of course, that's Primrose Cricket Club, established in 1976. Too many names to mention, so we're not going to get into those names that have contributed. But a big shukran for chatting to me, and Mubarak with the sponsorship. Let's hope that we can further develop cricket under the banner of Primrose's. All the best.
And BRYTE. All right, inshallah. Shukran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Well, of course, we are live from Kenilworth Centre. We are going to be here up until 12, inshallah. I mean, we've still got another 20. So come and join us. Join us and have a chat around BRYTE Takaaful and the other products that's available through the BRYTE, under the BRYTE umbrella. You can check them out at the Fairburn Consult Walk-in Centre. It is open, but also come and join us here at we're giving away fantastic prizes. They're almost all gone, so make sure that you get here before they're all gone. Also, we want to extend to, first of all, to Primroses as well as to BRYTE. Mubarak on the partnership. We love it when community businesses or businesses that are rooted in community and community organizations partner up together. We only see great things coming from those relationships, and it's a fantastic way to extend and grow the community, particularly through sport. Also, I want to say a big shukran to you, the listener, who have participated, especially those who have called in on our BSC breakfast program. They've done the rugby quiz, they've won 1,000 Rand, come out here, and of course today Waleed walked away with the grand prize of 5,000 Rand. He says his wife is going to decide what's going to happen to the money. And I think that's what every good husband should do. The wife decide what's going to happen to the money, inshallah. Well, also, don't forget that VOC broadcast, as I mentioned, up until 12 o'clock from here. We also, when we do leave here, Fairburn Consult will still be open. You can come in any of their products and all of their products under the banner of I3 BRYTE Takaaful Insurance. A range of products covering anything and everything you can think as far as Islamic compliant insurance. And of course, this is a initiative that's been around for a while. Takaaful's been around for a while in the form that we have seen it in Cape Town, but better, and that of course with the support of you, the community. We got a short break so I can maybe drink a bit of water. When we come back, inshallah, we will continue. And of course, we're live from KC, Kenilworth Centre. problem.
It's for my. What am I talking about?
But first, chat to me.
Do that.
Well, of course, we are live from we just want to acknowledge a few people who helped make this broadcast possible. I am now joined again by Mrs. Dick Isaacs, and we just want to say a few words of thanks, I believe.
Yes, just before we do some of the final interviews and so forth, a big thank you from our side. First and foremost to the Kenilworth Centre management for their support this morning. It's been really great to be here, and you know, one of the management team is here, Khawa. We thank you for your support this morning. It's been really great. And then also to Total Sports. I think one of the Total Sports gentlemen is here somewhere, or the lady is here somewhere.
I see he is here, and his name is Aiden.
Aiden, thank you very much for your support in terms of helping us out there with the Springbok jerseys. I think there's a few people who's going to be very happy. And then,
indeed.
And then also a big thank you to Voice of the Cape. Always there to support us, and so a big thank you to you, to the Primrose management on the cricket side and the rugby side who are here this morning. Thank you for taking the time to be with us this morning, and obviously we look forward to working with you on an ongoing basis going forward. So a big thank you to everyone for being here, for supporting us, and to the listeners out there. Thank you for listening to us this morning, and also for supporting Voice of the Cape.
Inshallah. Mr. Dick Isaac, shukran so much to you as well, and to BRYTE for hosting us here. It's been an absolute pleasure, and of course also we're always excited when we can come out and talk about products that's so close to our heart and the ethos of our community. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And of course also we want to say a big shukran to Beans Bubble Tea. I had a sip. Oh, the Beans is running away. I don't know why she's running away. Beans Bubble Tea, you want to come join us quickly? Yes. Yes, just for 1 minute. This lady who's from Beans Bubble Tea, we want to chat to you just for a moment, just to give us an indication of where you're located, and of course the lovely drinks that you have provided to us, and of course also the name. Please do come and join us for a moment. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Sorry, your name is?
Nerusha.
Nerusha,
Yes.
thanks so much for joining us. Nerusha, you are Beans Bubble Tea.
Yes.
I tasted your product before I even knew where you were. It's delicious. I had the what is it?
Which one did you have?
berry one. I had the berry
Yes,
one.
it's the meat
It's
berry.
delicious.
With
You want
the
to tell us a
blueberry
little bit about where you're located and what you offer at Beans Bubble Tea?
Okay, so we are opposite KFC in the food court. We are halal certified. So then we have our fresh fruit tea, and we also have our signature milk tea. And then the one has the boba in, and the other one has the fresh, the bursting boba in.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. It tastes delicious. It's very refreshing. We have been talking for quite some time, and alhamdulillah, I feel very hydrated now. I want to say, Nerusha, thank you, shukran so much. All the best. And yeah, have a fantastic day further.
Shukran so much. Okay, salam.
Thank you so much. Well, that's Nerusha. She's from Beans Bubble Tea. I also want to chat to another lady who's been doing a lot of hard work. She is the marketing manager for Kenilworth Centre, and her name is Khawa. Khawa, you want to join me for a moment? Khawa, I see you are also supporting SA Rugby this morning. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Fasih. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Shukran so much for joining me. What we've heard, Mrs. Dick Isaac, just thanking Kenilworth Centre for making the space available for us to do this broadcast from. It's always a lovely venue, always very busy, lots of traffic, lots of fun to be had here. Just your words from Kenilworth Centre.
So we of course love having you guys here, and Buddha Siddiq, he is our tenant at Fairburn Consult, so we are always happy to assist and support as well, and they've got such amazing products, so we really love that they are able to share that with Cape Town via Voice of the Cape.
Fantastic. Any initiatives that are happening at Kenilworth Centre you want the listeners to know about, because there's always something cooking here?
They are, and we're working on so many things. Firstly, you guys know that we have the rooftop farm, so every week we are harvesting fresh vegetables that we are giving away to NGOs. We are supplying our restaurants restaurants. So when you eat at one of our restaurants, it's very likely you are eating some fresh veg from the
That's
farm.
fantastic. So hydroponics happening right on the roof.
Yes.
And I know that Kenilworth Centre has done a lot of different things. You've done sporting activities on the roof as well. So this mall really is a hub of innovation.
Yes,
Fantastic.
it's a family-focused mall. It's a community mall. You see that every day. We have our regular customers. We offer a service that is, convenient for everybody, and we're located very conveniently in the southern suburbs.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Hawa from Kenilworth Centre. Shukran so much. I hope that inshallah we'll be back soon. And next time, I think besides the bubble tea, maybe we'll have some consisters as well. I'm just throwing it out to anyone who sells consisters here. Only kidding.
No, that's a definite and that's a promise.
Fantastic. Shukran so much.
Afwan. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Last few minutes of us broadcasting here from Kenilworth Centre. It's been quite a pleasure. Big shukran to Aisha also, who's been doing the most, who's been running around. We've got about 14 minutes left before we do wrap up. I also want to say a big shukran to Buddha who's been Buddha Nazim Deen. Shukran to him as well. Also to Mr. Nazim Peterson as well, who's been commanding culturals as well. Also, don't forget that Voice of the Cape is celebrating its 28th birthday, and what that means is that we are, of course, taking you back down memory lane where it all started. We are going to be going back to the waterfront, going back to almost Jamieson Street. We'll be broadcasting from the vicinity tomorrow as well, and we'll wrap it up with a live broadcast from the studios as we cover the run of the events and presentations and the official opening of our new studios. Voice of the Cape, of course, has been over the last couple of years raising funds and building new studios to take us into the digital age. And that's what we will be celebrating tomorrow, inshallah. And of course, past and present VOC stalwarts and those who have associated themselves with this station. Forgive me for that. But yeah, people past and present who have associated themselves with the station, we will all be together and celebrating a great milestone in the history of Voice of the Cape. Of course, one of the few community radio stations that have been able to build the kind of capacity that Voice of the Cape has been able to build. 2 fully functional studios that we'll be celebrating, and of course also all of the technology that's gone into it, all of the thought that's gone into it, and the development of these 2 studios, culminating in us coming together, talking about Voice of the Cape, being 28 years old, being very much in the community, like Kenilworth Centre is here in the heart of the community. Voice of the Cape has been in the heart of the community and in the hearts of our community. And we continue to ask you to make dua for us. When people ask, may the station go from strength to strength, alhamdulillah, I believe this is the realization of that dua. That Voice of the Cape goes from strength to strength in being able to serve the community. Also, before we wrap up, just sharing with you once again that we are also, not only are we broadcasting where have we been broadcasting FM, we're broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube. So if you didn't know about our YouTube channel, just search for The Voice of the Cape Official, like and subscribe, and you can access all of the videos that we live stream on there. You can also do it in the VSC app, which is available for download on Google Play and iOS app stores. Scroll to the video tab and you'll be able to access us there as well. It's been a fantastic time here. We'll be wrapping up shortly. I do want to say also that I've definitely had a lot of fun. We are in the heart of the community where we like to be. Saturdays at Kenilworth Centre is always busy, as I'm sure you can see in the background. Right behind me is the food court. Many people getting breakfast. Some people starting off with breakfast before they do the shopping. Some people ending with breakfast after they've done the shopping. But in actual fact, it's 12 o'clock now, so we're heading on to lunch. Some people might even having brunch, but nonetheless, been a fantastic time. Do be advised that there's also the matter of Voice of the Cape having on the 28th of October, we'll be having a snacks and relax and ladies high tea, ladies only evening to be held on Saturday, the 28th of October at the Darul Islam High School Hall from 6 o'clock in the afternoon or evening. Coffee and tea will be free, including entertainment galore. The cost is 150 Rand per person. For more information, contact Auntie Jamila on 076 710 2695 or 081 160 03080 or at the Farah on 083 775 1630. And of course, also, what to say again, a big shukran to everyone. Yeah, I just had to turn it. I can't wipe my nose on camera. That's not going to be cool. Yeah, but I just want to say also that we've had a lot of fun here. We are, of course, going to be, if you're tuned into us now, also make a way out to Fairfield Meet. They are celebrating Heritage Day a little early, having a special broadcast. Saturday Live was out there early on. We're back there, so you can join the team and take part in the specials, the festivities, and all the things that's happening on that side. Al-Qadazim will be joining them shortly as they carry the broadcast all the way up until 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's been a bit cloudy, a bit of rain here and there, but nonetheless still a time for us to come out and spend time together. Again, a big shukran to Ms. Nazim Dini, who's doing our live streams and making sure that we look good on social media. Big shukran to BRYTE as well. And also to Ms. Nazim's beloved wife, who's also hard at work. She's making sure that this broadcast goes out in digital format in 1080p, particularly on social media. Yeah, it's been a lovely time here. Also, I want to mention that don't forget that next week is going to be quite a fun experience. Boland Summer Festival happening from the festival grounds. So Thursday, VOC will be covering the Boland Summer Festival Vikr happening on the Thursday between 8 and 10. Friday, a full day of broadcast, we can say. We'll be bringing you breakfast, broadcasting live from the venue, if I'm not mistaken. Then, of course, also not from the video, but actual fact from the VOC studios out in Paarl. Saturday will be a full day of broadcast and Sunday as well. Come and meet the VOC team. We'll be out there with our brand new spanking new broadcast van, inshallah, which will be located there as well. So yeah, that is Boland Summer Festival. So catch us there next week. A very busy couple of weeks for Voice of the Cape, but it's all good and all fun. And of course, we are out in the community at your leisure. Well, I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. Big shukran to you for tuning in. I'm going to be signing off from here. From myself, Muhammad Vasif Pearson, Aisha, Ms. Nazim, we bid you assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have a fantastic day further. Stay safe and enjoy it.